call this meeting to order. This is the Lee Board of Selectmen. Our Chairman Jones couldn't be here tonight, so we will go forward on our own here. It's August 1st, 2003, 7 o'clock. The first order of business is to approve the minutes of July 18th, 2023.
Gordon, I'd make a motion that we approve the minutes for July 18th, 2023.
I will second that. No adjustments or anything. Then with that said, all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay. Very good. The second item is we have a public hearing, 7 o'clock public hearing. It's an application for a license to buy, sell, exchange, or assemble secondhand motor vehicles or parts thereof. And we have an application here.
And for new as well.
And for new, yeah, for new as well. Meadow Farm Equipment at 1160 Pleasant Street in Lee. We have a certificate from the clerk stating that all the abutters have been notified. We have an invoice and notice that this was posted properly in the paper. So if the applicant would like to come up and give us a what for, let us know what you're doing. What are you up to?
Just to sell new and used trailers.
Okay, all right. Any particular gross vehicle weight that you have to worry about or anything, or like
Nope.
it's just the broad range?
It's pretty much just because of the
Okay.
title work. We need the dealer license to be able
Gotcha.
to
Okay,
sign the titles and do all that work for the registry.
sure, okay, very good. I see we also, as part of our business, you don't have a copy, but we have your business certificate
Yep.
from the town, that's included, updated 2023.
And a bond.
Your bond, yep, your dealer bond, and also you gave us a sketch to show, and we'll need this as part of our records, as to where you're gonna work on these, where you're gonna store them, and unit storage. Now, from my understanding, it looks like it's all within your fenced-in area?
Yes.
Down it?
Yeah, or on the,
Uh-huh.
there'll be some on the outside, but the property line's just past that anyway.
Okay. I
You
have
see,
no
if you
idea
see
what-
both sides of the fence there's actually some area. If you see the fence,
Yes,
I can show you
I
there.
do.
Near the
I got
gas station end of it.
Because
Yeah.
it's my property, then there's a right of way, and then the gas station.
Oh,
It's
okay.
kind of funky down there.
Oh, trust me, I do know it's a little funky down there, so I'll let you look at that for a minute.
We're in this
I
area.
believe that, yeah. Just give Sean a minute to look at it since we just got this now.
Yep.
And we'll see if we have, I don't really have any questions.
I just had, reviewing the application, I just had a couple, things. I saw you didn't sign it, which I think we have a signed copy now.
Yeah.
And then I was wondering what your business hours was. I think that we could easily find out.
Yeah, it's 7 to 5 from Monday through Friday, and
7 to
7 to
5.
2 on Saturday.
And we know who you are, but for the record, and anybody at home, why don't you announce your name and they will know.
Robert Pickle.
Yeah, thank you. I just want to make sure that, because usually we ask that right away, and I didn't do that, so, okay. Thank you very much for that.
And then, do you have a quantity that you're thinking you're gonna have stored, rough and in
I'm gonna
mind?
say, the way I'm working it with the manufacturer is 10 to 15.
Yeah, okay.
Okay,
I mean, in the spring might be a little bit more.
sure.
Yeah, that was all I was just wondering.
All right, since this is a public hearing, I'll see if anybody in the public wishes to say anything. I will say I've gotten one comment in support of this that was sent to me today. So that's one public comment that I'll announce. So that's good. It was from actually a member of our Board of Public Works, supportive, so that's good. If no one else has a question, I think we checked off all the boxes of things we needed to do. Any other questions, Sean?
Nope.
No? Anything?
I have a question.
Oh, sure, go ahead. Go ahead, Pat.
Sorry, I was trying to raise my hand, I couldn't find it. But,
It's all right.
I just have a couple of questions for Bobby.
Sure.
I'm in a butter. So my first question, what kind of trailers are you going to be selling, Bobby? Like vehicle trailers? Or?
No, well, I mean, equipment trailers, you could tow a vehicle, but mostly equipment and landscape and dump trailers. For moving-
Not like RVs or
No,
anything?
no.
Oh, okay. And where are they going to be displayed on the property? And I think you said within the fenced-in area?
Yeah, so right along the front of the fence, mainly and up the side. Up towards
Okay.
the building.
And we got how many? I already got that. And my other question is, right now you have a second curb cut
Well,
on Fairview Street
that's gonna get blocked off.
below
shortly.
your drive.
That's gonna get blocked
my
off
question
very
is-
shortly because people are using it to just get.
I'm sorry, what?
I said that's gonna get blocked off very shortly because people are using it. That's not me using it. They're just pulling in the back.
Well, that was my question. Are you going to be using that maybe to get the trailers off of the property?
No, we're not gonna be, I'm gonna put a big log across there. I got it up there, just gotta put it in place.
Okay.
Cause it's
Okay.
a security risk too.
So
because
any
everything's
trailers
locked
that you're
up
going to be
at the back.
displayed or be keeping will either be within the fenced area or they will be on the business side of the property? Because I know you're stuck with business and residential
Yes.
line.
Yeah, we'll
Okay.
be up towards the front of towards the 102 side.
Very good.
Okay.
Is that it, Ms. Carlino? Enough?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, very good. Well, thank you. Thanks for the questions.
Thank you.
Yeah, anybody else on Zoom that has anything? See the only one there?
The only one there.
Okay, very good. All right, so we've had questions from the public. Anything else you want to mention before we make a motion to do something?
No,
Okay.
it's pretty straightforward.
Okay, very good. John?
Yeah, I'd make a motion that we approve the application for a license to buy, sell, exchange, or assemble secondhand motor vehicles or parts and new. This would be for the purposes of only trailers, new and
Right.
used trailers.
Yeah, I thought about doing the vehicle one, but it's not,
Yeah,
At this moment, we're just doing trailers. Yep, okay.
all right, I'll second that. And the only other comment I have for other people who are listening is, it's stipulated on the application that it's for trailers only.
Yes.
And just letting people relax and not think we have a used car dealer or something down there. So-
No.
And maybe it'd be a good thing, maybe it wouldn't be, I don't know.
that's too much.
Oh, okay, very good. All right, well, we have a motion and a second. All those in favor?
Alright,
Gordon Bailey, aye. And that's it, it's approved.
All right, thank you.
Very good, good luck.
Thank
All right. All right. Item number three for us tonight, we have a public comment session. So, any public wishing to comment? Sure, come on up. Mr. Blum. And introduce yourself for
Sure.
folks.
Yeah, good evening. I'm Peter Blum. I live on Orchard Street, and I'd like to address what I think is an upcoming item on your agenda, which is the bike path, so it may be appropriate to wait until you bring that up, or I could speak now if you prefer.
If you don't mind waiting, I guess we have to sign a letter, so maybe it'd be better to wait until we're gonna do that, and then we
Sure.
can deal with it all at once.
I just wanted to make sure I'd have another
Yep.
chance, that's all. Thank you.
I'll put your name there, how's that? All right, anybody else? Kathy, don't even tell me, you got nothing to say. Oh, shock me. Okay, well, come on up, Kathy.
Well, I'm going to start off, I'm Kathy Holland, the chairwoman of the Lee Youth Commission. And since Bobby Piccolo is here, I've already said thank you for the people that helped us put the drain down at the athletic field. And he is one of the people
very
that worked on that. And I need to say that so far, so good, the drain is working. We can no longer swim in that little narrow strip,
Good.
so it's really good.
Excellent.
We're happy, so thank you. All right, now to my 35 things. So safety surfacing has been done at 4 of our town's playgrounds, and it looks wonderful and at the right depth that it needs to be. New pickleball equipment has been ordered and should be arriving soon. The Lee Youth Commission is offering pickleball time at the athletic field every Tuesday from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. Somebody's there to help set up things if they need to be done. The commission will also be ordering a new swing set for the East Lee Playground from Miracle, a company that does community outreach. So not only do you order the equipment, they come and as a group within your community help you to install it. So we will be asking for volunteers to help install the equipment once it's ordered and arrives. We'll keep you posted. And a reminder that Founders Weekend is just around the corner, September 15th to the 17th, Information about the event will be sent to households in September. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. All right, thank you, Kathy. Anybody else have anything to say from the public? Probably all itching to get up here. No? Okay. All right, very good. Then we'll go on to our next order of business, which is an appointment, and I will get there. We've received a letter from our fire chief, Ryan Brown. He would like us, it says, "I would like to take a moment to introduce you, a candidate for full-time employment within our agency." I won't read the whole thing, but it's Mr. Michael Somerville. He is wishing to have appointed as a full-time, and I thought to myself, didn't we just do this? And it's like, no, we just did it for part-time.
Right.
So now it's full-time.
Thought the same thing. I was
Yeah.
like, that name sounds.
With the new fiscal year,
Yeah.
we did appropriate for an additional
Gotcha.
shift. Yeah.
Okay.
Shift.
Very good. So things have been looked into, Cory checks have been done, pre-employment package, everything looks like it's come back well. And so, any pleasure?
Yeah, I'd make a motion that we approve the appointment of a full-time firefighter EMT, Mr. Michael Somerville.
All right, I'll second that. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All right, good enough. We have a couple of Berkshire gas permits. One is, there was a gas leak, hopefully it was already done, and this is after the fact. It was at number 49 Fuller Street. Do you want to take these together or do them separately, Sean?
We can do them together.
Together?
Yeah, if
All
you
right, I'm
want.
good with
You
that.
wanna read through
Yep.
all of them? Go for it.
We have another Berkshire gas permit, non-pro-tunc. This was the one at 49 West Center. Then we have we have actually 3 gas permits, Fuller, 49 Fuller, 55 Fuller, and 95 Old Pleasant Street. Let's do that together.
Yep.
So,
And we'll
do you
handle
have a
that.
motion?
I'd make a motion to approve the gas permits for
All right.
49 Fuller Street, 55 Fuller Street, and 95 Old
All
Pleasant
right,
Street.
and would you include to have the chairman sign?
I would allow the chairman to sign.
All right, very good, I'll second that. Any comments or questions? Seeing none, all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All right, now we have another gas permit, which is non-pro-tunc at 49 West Center Street. The work is done. Let's get to that one. They're retiring a gas line, a gas service line. Any questions? That's been signed off. I mean, it was done and it was
I don't
approved
have
by,
any question.
already signed off.
It's already
by Bob.
signed by Bob, yeah.
So, okay.
I think we just have to vote to approve it
Okay.
at this point,
Then
right?
I would take a motion to approve it.
I think it was for a shut off that had to be
Yeah.
done.
Yeah,
right.
The building's gone, so.
That's a good thing.
I move that we approve the retiring of an existing gas service for, this would be 49 West Center Street.
All right, I'll second that. Any questions or comments? Seeing none, all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All right, and it's a short night tonight.
Say that. Say that just
So
yet.
far, I probably shouldn't have said that. Now, the most controversial thing of the whole evening, an update on the signing of the bike path support. So if you want to come up, Mr. Woman and Blum, excuse me. We deal with Blums and Blooms, and sometimes I get, yeah, that's it, I get tangled up sometimes. Anyway, before we read this, what's
Thank you for the chance to
Sure.
speak, Mr. Chairman, members of the committee. So I am a member of the planning board. I'm the chair of the master plan committee, and I'm a former member of the bike path committee, which is a lot of interest in the bike path.
Okay.
At the last master plan committee, we had John Toole come in and tell us about the progress on the bike path. And his expectation was that the bike path, having had its so-called 25% design completed some time now, was scheduled for construction in fiscal '25, which begins next July 1st. After that meeting, our staff person serving us on the master plan, CJ Haas, to his great credit, went to talk to the guy at the Regional Planning Commission who does this work and keeps track of something called the TIP, which is the Transportation Improvement Plan, I think.
Yes.
And Mr. Kuss, K-U-S, reported to Mr. Haas that it was not scheduled for fiscal '25, it was scheduled for fiscal '28. and that the work that Lee needs to do in preparation for funding has not been completed. Now, I just spoke with John Toole. I ran into him in the parking lot as he drove by. And I don't know, Chris, if you've spoken with John or not about this. I know you know about this misunderstanding.
Yeah.
John reaffirmed to me just now that as far as he knows, and the information he has is from the engineer that he has hired, or we have hired, I guess, that we have completed everything that's necessary to be placed on the funding schedule, and that has been done for some time. So there's a clear misunderstanding, and I dearly hope that we can get this thing back on track, but apparently it's now scheduled for fiscal '28. And by the way, I understand that you brought this to your agenda on their motion of Mr. Rednier, who is asking for you to approve a letter of support for the bike path, and I would speak in favor of that and appreciate it very much.
Well, to give you an update, I'm the Southeast delegate on the MPO, which is the Municipal Planning Organization that votes on the TIP and votes on all this stuff. And I remember when I first went to my first meeting, at that point in time, the bike path was on the 2025 schedule. I don't remember voting to move it to another year, so I will double check that as an MPO meeting. I'll call Clete, the gentleman you just mentioned a minute ago.
I don't know when it's
See what went on, and I will make a motion when well, let me put it this way, before I go there, for a while there was some problems with some rights-of-ways. We couldn't get some right-of-ways in certain places, and my understanding was that has been cleared up, and that we have a right-of-way through almost everything.
According to John speaking with us a couple of
Yeah.
weeks ago, the original objector
Yes.
to the right-of-way is still objecting.
Okay.
And so we have a question to face about,
How did
do we
you-
design a bike path around that parcel, or do we
Yeah.
try to use some other method?
I don't know if there's a way to go around it as I'm picturing it in my mind, but that's for another day. And that, though, that could be what put Berkshire Regional Planning on the TIP design. They could have moved it for that very reason, but
What I
I need to
understood it was-
ask questions and find out.
Something, yeah.
Yeah, sure. So,
Did you want to say something, Chris?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, I was just gonna say, after that information from the OSRP and the Master Plan Committee, I did double check with our contact at MassDOT, who also involved in the
Yeah.
TIP, and they did confirm, and I have it in writing, that the town, he said, quote, "The town has done everything you can do," and basically said, we've done everything that we have to, and all of our, there's nothing more we can do, it's the process, and he said the town will be in a holding pattern until the design advances to the final phase.
What does that mean? Is that something we do or something they do?
So I went back to him and said, geez, we did all of our title work, which town meeting appropriated, the lawyers have that all done, and I said, if there's something that we're doing that's holding, and he said, no, you've done everything, there's nothing more the town can do at this point. Wanting to make sure, because it sounded like from the message I saw from the MPO was that they were waiting on something from the town, and that's not what MassDOT is
Right.
telling me, that we're up to speed on everything from our.
What are they waiting for then?
So, yeah, that I'm waiting to hear back on. This is all pretty recent, but I think I CC'd you on that message too.
You did,
so,
yeah. I found it kind of amusing. It was like passive voice, or we're waiting for something to happen, but they never said who the person was who's going to do that
Right.
thing. So you're saying, I think, that it's not us. We've done John Toole is right. We've done everything
Right.
we need to do, and we just need to get somebody moving somewhere in the state or the regional offices to get this back on track. Is it possible, do you think, to get it moved back to 25?
I don't know if 25, but 26 might be a possibility,
Yeah.
because they shift money. It's like a big shell game with money,
Yeah.
and they shift things all
Yeah,
around,
I'm
and
sure.
if you blink, you might miss something, so
Yeah.
I'll go back and double check and see what's going
Great,
on with that.
great. Well, thank you very much for the chance to speak, and I appreciate your support. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. So the letter itself is, does anybody else have a comment before I go on? Okay, very good. So the letter itself is to the Secretary of Mass Department of Transportation.
We're missing an R there that I caught.
Okay, where's that? We are delighted.
Yes.
Yeah, we'll adjust that. No, good catch. Okay. It says, as the Select Board members of the town of Lee and Berkshire County, Massachusetts, we are delighted to provide this letter of support on behalf of the town's Bikeway Committee for the Lee Mass Bike Path Project. In Lee, we deeply value efforts towards providing the town with more outdoor activities, promoting the health of our residents, and providing multimodal transportation. With the Lee Bike Path Project expanding beyond 25% of its design phase and the land acquisition process underway, we would like to renew our support to this project. It's our request and hope that this project can be expedited as soon as possible for the residents of Lee and Berkshire County. We're eager to support this effort and excited for the benefits this project will bring to the town of Lee and the broader impact it will have as a new core component of our downtown area. Sincerely, and the three of us board members, should this pass, we'll be signing off on it. Any other comments from you, Chris, on this?
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
like I say,
Okay.
we've got all the land title work done and waiting. The next phase, I think at town meeting, will be to authorize the board for acquisition. And you know, Sabrina has a clean copy
Yeah,
for you with that in there, so sign
Well, one thing I
after.
want to find out is it like the Mass Bridge stuff where you do 25% design, then DOT takes over and does the rest, and, you know, how far are we committed to the actual construction type on the groundwork as far as engineering and whatnot goes?
So after the 25% design phase, the public hearing happened. There was, as we alluded to before, there was only one objection. Everyone else was there to speak in favor, so it moved forward.
Okay.
And the engineers have started to continue, and they put out, the last information I had, they were continuing towards the next, which is 75%.
Right,
Yeah.
75%.
So
It's
that's in
considered fully
progress,
designed.
so, yeah.
Okay.
So-
And is that engineers that we've hired, or is this through the Mass?
MassDOT is paying for
That's what I
everything
thought.
except the land acquisition,
Right,
so.
okay. Well, I just want to make sure everybody understands that it's clear that we're not paying for that out of our taxes necessarily, but, you know, it's going through Mass Highway.
It was, I believe, $3,000 for the title, actually, I'm sorry, $4,000 and change for the title work. And then, you know, we're hoping a lot of those will be donated easements.
Yeah.
We may have to spend some money on that, but that will be the only expense that we
Okay.
have is just any land acquisition, so.
Okay, very good, thank you. So I've read the letter, we've heard from the public. Anybody else? If not,
I'd make a motion that we sign the members of the board sign the letter in support of the bike path and send it on.
All right, I second that. Seeing there's no other comments, all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All right, that was it. Now we're going to turn it over. The next item is item 5, any topic the chairman could not reasonably anticipate. I don't think we have anything under that particular, do we? Yes, we do. Okay.
Yeah, is this, right there. You got a 1 day.
Oh, the 1 day, yeah,
Yeah.
okay, yes, for Founder's. You think that would, okay. It's a ways off, so it didn't necessarily have to get done tonight, but this will settle people out. Its event producer is Ray Gardino. It's for a 1-day entertainment license application for food truck rodeo with live music by the Gazebo on Railroad Street, September 16th, ending date September 16th. So it's just going to be Saturday?
It'll be right after the Founder's Day Parade. So
Okay, all
like
right. So
11
that'll be-
to,
okay.
yeah.
They're saying start
And the-
time 10
Yep.
to
To 8 p.m.
8.
Okay.
And
So,
they need to get the applications out soon to the vendors, so that's why they asked to put
Got
it
it.
on tonight.
no
So
problem. So they have live music, they have 2 bands at the Gazebo, 4 pieces, and public show, there's live music, they've checked off a couple boxes here. Anyway, so you said it's from 10 in the morning until 8 at night. It'll happen right after the parade or during the parade and after. It's for Relay for Life of Berkshire County. Yes. Oh, well, if you're here, come on up. Sorry. Yeah, I didn't know you were here. We usually get this stuff without anybody coming to talk to us. So, you know, usually it's cold. So welcome.
Just wanna make it
Announce
official.
yourselves and let's go.
Sure.
Sure.
Thank you
Yeah.
for meeting with us tonight.
Sure.
My name is Ray Gardino.
Yeah.
I'm the event lead for Relay for Life of Berkshire County. We are the largest fundraising portion of the American Cancer Society. My partner here is Terry Bishop. He's the owner of Biggins Diggins. which has two restaurants in Berkshire County, as well as a food truck. So Terry's here as support. We did meet with the Founder's Day meeting. We met with Kathy DeVarens and the police chief and the fire chief and all that. Some of the stuff you just went over. So
Yeah.
we kind of got their blessing,
Yeah.
but as was just indicated, we couldn't move forward with sending out for, Terry has all the connections with the food trucks, and we didn't want to do that until we at least spoke with you folks. But if you had any questions or something, you know, he's the authority as far as that. So, and we also, you know, the thought about doing the food truck and having something after the parade is to kind of keep people in town.
Yeah.
And we feel not only trying to raise money for the American Cancer Society, but we'll also enhance the Founder's Day weekend. So that's what we're looking to do.
Sure.
So,
And I would assume at some point closer to the time, you may want some temporary signage around town, pointing people there. Just put it in your mind, you need to apply for that
You've got
to
to
this
apply for
board.
that,
So do that maybe even a month ahead of time wouldn't hurt, you know, which is a ways. But that way everybody knows, you know, who's in town will see your signs. And because we have competing food sometimes
Sure.
around town, but not until, you know, not until 8 at night. So, you know, you're gonna be the only show in town for a while. So that's great. Are there particular food trucks that you generally get to these, not to make you commit to anything, but?
No, so
what type of
what we're
things?
looking to do is, we're looking to basically, like Ray said, enhance the actual weekend, where we'll go around and each vendor that's going to be there as part of the rodeo will be doing a different style of food. We're gonna figure out who's got food already for the Founder's Day weekend, and then we're gonna branch off of that.
That's great. No, that's great to hear. Yeah. So I look forward to it. I think it'll be a great event. So,
There was no road closures we needed for that, right? It's just gonna be near the gazebo area, right?
Yeah, it's gonna
Talking-
be down that by
Yeah.
by the GBW,
Yeah.
by the gazebo,
Sure.
right, so we're gonna use that little
Parking
half moon or whatever.
Yeah.
we're gonna close off that area.
Right.
Talking with the fire chief, they're gonna block off basically the entrances. They're not gonna block off the parking lot.
Right,
But it's
right.
that one little road that's literally
Right.
right in front of the gazebo that'll kind of capture everybody around that little rotary,
Yeah.
to keep them over,
No
kind of in the corner.
Well, we can check, it's probably more of a right-of-way than a road anyway, an official road, you know,
Yeah.
so we can deal with that later, but, all right, any questions, Sean?
No.
Any other questions from the folks here? No? All right, then I would entertain a motion.
I'll make a motion, we approve the one-day entertainment license application to Ray Gardino for the Relay of Life for Founder's Day weekend. The date is September 16th.
Okay. And is it just the chair, the back's missing on this, so is it a chair sign off or everybody sign off?
Everybody signs off.
Okay, very good. Then I will second that motion. And seeing no other comments, I'll call for a vote. All those in favor?
All right.
Aye. You're on your way.
Thank you very much.
How's that? Good luck. Look
Okay.
forward to seeing you.
Look forward to being there. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, so now we are on to town administrator.
So just kind of maybe piggybacking off of that, was also asked to share with the board that the board is invited to march in the parade on the 16th for Founder's Day. The parade will be at 10 a.m. on the 16th.
Okay.
Taste of Lee on the 15th.
Okay,
So-
yeah, and downtown like we usually do?
Yep.
That sounds wonderful. Okay.
So we hope you guys can make it. So,
We'll see. I'm intending to. How's that?
the other updates I had was just asked to update a little bit on the PCB transportation comments on our website. So if you go to lee.ma.us, on the front page news section, you'll see a picture of a dump truck, and underneath you can click. We now did receive all of the slides from General Electric that they shared here a few weeks ago. So the presentation is there, the minutes are there, CTSB's recording is linked there. There is also a
Maps?
supplemental sheet with an explanation and maps from the EPA, as well as a link that you can click on, and there's an online form submission where you can pass along any comments. And just to clarify, there's not been a firm plan presented. It was a preliminary presentation that was done. They've asked us to send comments to the EPA that they can share with GE for when they submit the actual draft plan for transportation. At that point, once that has been submitted, there will be an EPA comment period, which is typically 45 days. We've already asked that they extend that beyond that to give us a little more time, but then the EPA will take more suggestions before finalizing the permit. So that's kind of the process, but it's online. All of the information we have is there now. And if someone cannot do it that way, you're welcome to call me if you have comments, email, phone calls, stop in, whatever. But the online is nice because when you type it in, we can have a list to share. So, but happy to take it any other way. So,
And you have.
yes. So, the other one, I'm happy to share some news. We did have. I wanted to congratulate our senior center with Pat DeGrigley. And her program up there received a Senior Center Program of Excellence Award from the National Institute of Senior Centers for their intergenerational Girl Scout and Seniors program that they do. So I just wanted to share that and congratulate them for that award that they received. We also have a brief update from the EPA and this first one is kind of a repeat, but just as a reminder that they're starting construction of a fence around the GE property. It's not construction of the disposal facility, just a fence, but there will be equipment up there for that. And they did want me to mention also that there will be people around Woods Pond doing pre-investigation samples. So they may be in boats or taking samples around the pond. So that stuff is coming up currently and over the next couple of weeks. Lastly, I just needed the board's permission to sign off on the contract for Gonclaves and Sons, who are doing the water line, and just permission for me to sign that contract, which has been bid through 30B, and the contractor was, the lowest bid was approved by Ty and Bond, and we have the final contract ready to sign, and they were ready to start, hopefully in about a week or so.
Mm-hmm. And this is for water main replacement on Railroad Street and Robert.
Robert should be starting like mid-August, and then they'll hit Railroad
It'd
after.
be nice not to be too much in the downtown until we get through August into September. So that would be good. All right, so any questions?
I didn't see anything that raised a red flag in this contract when I read it through, so I don't have any issues with it.
Any comments from the public? All right, seeing none, I'll entertain a motion to allow the administrator to sign.
I'm so moved.
All right, I will second that. And since there was no other comment, I'll call for a vote. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All right. Mr. Britton, you have anything else?
No, that is it.
Okay, anybody, I guess we've already done the public comment thing. So I'll make an announcement that our next regular meeting will be August 15th, 2023 at 7 o'clock, right here in the old courtroom in Town Hall. And hopefully we'll have a full board again. Bob should be around. Anyway, I'll accept the motion to adjourn.
I'll make a motion that we adjourn.
I will second that. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. And we are done for the evening.